Hello friends, Captain Adi here and welcome to the channel. Today I will talk to you about the Trumpeteer 1:48 scale MiG-27M Flogger J. The MiG-27 is primarily a swing-wing ground attack aircraft whose main role is to conduct precision air-to-ground strikes deep inside the enemy's territory. The aircraft has proved to be extremely effective in airstrikes to support ground forces and in interdiction roles. NATO name the Flogger J. This aircraft is based on the MiG-23 and featured a heavily dropped nose, simpler intake arrangement, heavy-duty landing gear with increased ground clearance, and a 30mm GSH 630 cannon which was a beast. This type was used by Russia, Kazakhstan, Ukraine, Sri Lanka and the Indian Air Force. MiG-27s were inducted in India in 1984 to 1985, and around 2006, India upgraded the MiG-27 with a whole array of modern avionics upgrades. The aircraft was retired on 27 December 2019. So for the kit now. The kit consists of approximately 480 parts and comes on 10 grey sprues, 2 clear sprues, 4 grey sprues for the weapons and 1 photo etch sprue for the seatbelts and the finer details. The parts are nicely molded with no flash and fine panel lines. The instruction sheet shows the assembly with 25 steps starting with the cockpit assembly and progressing through fuselage, wings, tails and the final assembly. The kit has 14 different weapon options with 3 pages of weapon assembly instructions. So check your references. The fit of the kit is good, but it has its flaws which I will come to in a moment. You start with the cockpit and the ejection seat, which is fairly detailed and uses photo etch seatbelts, but it misses out on the survival pack on which the pilot sits. This will have to be scratch built or you should go for an aftermarket seat. The cockpit also misses a throttle handle which can be scratch built easily. The instrument panel features raised details and is detailed out of the box and is also depicted in decals. Next, you fit the gear base and the detailed engine in the fuselage. The gear base are detailed but can benefit with some added wiring. I also attach a few sprues widthwise for added strengthening of the fuselage, especially towards the rear. You assemble and attach the top portion of the fuselage, which features the geared wing assembly. This is taken from the other MiG-23 kits by Trumpeteer. This leaves a seam widthwise which will have to be sanded away. The updated parts for the wing are the leading edge extensions. The MiG-27 did not use the electro-optical and radio frequency heads shown by part E1 and E2, so do not install these. Next, the fin and the tailplanes are attached to the fuselage. Now for the first of the problems, the nose cone. It has a bulge to it and it just doesn't work to depict the prominent MiG-27 nose. So I sanded the top portion of the nose and had to rescribe the details. The sanding was done with a file to get a straight dropped nose. The second problem is the main landing gear. This builds up as the same as it is on the MiG-23 with the rear fuselage sitting very close to the ground. The MiG-27s had more clearance and fatter tires. So to tackle this, I glued parts D3 and D11 at an increased angle so the rear fuselage is lifted and the whole aircraft sits more or less flat to the ground. I add some hydraulic lines using stretch sprue. To fatten up the tire, I sandwiched thin plastic within the two wheel halves. The air brakes can be positioned open and have photo etch for added detail. I add the chaff and the flare dispenser made from scrap plastic. You add the canopy next, but be careful to use the updated part as the two clear sprues have the windshields for the MiG-23 and the MiG-27. Lastly, the weapons. The weapon options show which hardpoints to use, but some do not show any hardpoint use at all. The pylons are also directly picked up from the MiG-23 kits, which may be wrong as the MiG-27s used different pylons. So there is more scratch building for you. There is a nice painting and marking guide provided for 4 paint schemes and decals for the 14 weapons and pylons. I chose to do an Indian Air Force grey screen. The paint guides give you the color specifications for Mr. Hobby, Vallejo, Model Master, Tamiya and Humbrol paints. I used my own mix of acrylic paints which are available locally. The decal sheet is nicely printed. Decals are thin and I had no silvering problems. I did find the decals to be a little brittle. The weathering was a mix of salt weathering and I used a Scotch-Brite for the mottling. I gave the panels a light fade and finished off with a watercolor wash of dark grey and brown. You would have noticed pictures of a camouflaged MiG-27. Well, that is the MiG-27 which I had modified early on using the Trumpeter MiG-23 MF kit before the MiG-27 series was launched. Overall, the kit is a decent build, but it has its flaws. Out of the box, it's fairly detailed but can definitely benefit from a little more time spent on accuracy. So there you have it, a quick review of the Trumpeter MiG-27M Flogger J. I hope this is of help to you and motivates you to have your own MiG-27 in your display cases. Please do like, comment and subscribe. Cheers friends.